everyone. I'm Dr. J.
And this is Allie. And here we are once again on Clarity Talks, where we get to do what, Jeff?
Crack the code of some of the most successful entrepreneurs and business owners in our community. And today we have the lovely Allison Martinez with us, who is the owner of an amazing catering company. But she's going to tell you all about that, right, Allie?
Can't wait to hear about the sweets.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for having me. How are you?
Awesome, and excited.
Yes.
We're starting to get hungry here.
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, a little bit about our company. Well, it actually was thrown into my lap, which was such a blessing. So I'm always blessed in my life. But we do everything from your eats to your sweets. We're a catering company, event planning. And basically we just, I hated when I used to call up companies and be like, oh, you only have this certain menu. No, we go with your menu. You want something in your mind, I try to bring it to life. So that's pretty much our company.
That's awesome. And how did it all started? Do you come from a family of business? Like, how did this all started?
Well, it's actually such a wonderful story to me, at least, because it was thrown into my lap. We come from a very big Italian family, my husband and myself. So just growing up, both of us have had that, family upbringing to where I have probably 70 people in my family right now. We had them all together. And my mom used to be the one that always put the Sunday dinners, holidays, anything together. So I'm a daughter of three girls. So, we were always in the kitchen helping her out. So I think it's just something that I grew up with and it's in my blood. Watching her, she was always, just having everything just extra special and beautiful that all my family would love. So she catered to everybody's little, desires. So for our family. So when we did that, a friend of ours just happened to come to one of our birthday or a party that I was throwing for my birthday. And he said, I have an art show that I'm throwing for 250 people. Awesome. Just growing up and watching her. So he said to us, can you please do an art show? 250 people. I said, oh my God, we only have 70 in our family. That's double. That's like triple our family.
I'm dying to know how you do everything, between having the baby into running your own business.
How old is she?
She's 2. Let's just pull her up here for a minute, just so you can see. Say hi, Amelia. Hi. Okay, so a friend of mine has said, do you think that you could do a 250 person art show? We did it. Within like 2 weeks, we had to do it. Pulled it together. And I fell in love with it. I literally, every obstacle came that morning and that afternoon. Rain hit everywhere and it was an outside event. So therefore we had obstacles, but we got through it and it was fabulous and I fell in love with it.
So is there any truth to the way to a man's heart is through his stomach?
Oh, of course. My husband will tell you, I don't like sweets for 20 years now. I don't like sweets. Yeah, I see some of the things I bake and at the end of the day in the morning, that he's had it in the middle of the night.
So running into a love business, right? Because we're going to get into like the niche. We heard it, right? So your niche it's family driven, right? It originated from family driven passion. So you learned it from your mom. You're going to pass it on likely to your daughter, right?
Yes.
And it became the family business. How do you compete in a very saturated market of catering and event planning? Because it's a highly competitive market. So how do you set yourself apart?
Well, just trying to catch everybody's eye on Instagram. Social media is the way to go nowadays. So just word of mouth, that. But again, like I said, I don't just give you what I want to give you. I give you what you want. You want an Italian style, I give it to you. You want, anything with finger foods, we'll do it. So it's up to, I kind of set myself apart from others because they have a set menu. We don't. We'll go with you. I'm like I said, mom, Italian family. We have so many that I want somebody who's going to go with everybody's flow on it, what everybody's into that night. So we just cater to what your needs are. Not
that
to what
is like music.
Yeah. So Allison, I have a question. So I know that you come from an Italian family and so does your husband. And I know that cooking was a big thing for you guys. But what happens if you have someone that wants a different kind of food? Did you actually go to school to learn different cuisine, or how does that work when it comes to, like you're saying, making the difference when it comes to people wanting what they want.
So if I wanted sushi, could you do a sushi bowl?
Well, if I would try, I would look and I would learn myself. No, I didn't go to culinary school. It's just basically everyday cooking for a big family. Every Sunday dinner we have, it's not always Italian.
Yeah, because you have the taste, you know exactly what needs to be done.
And you know how like an artist knows what kind of art to use or paint to use and how to go about it. We do that with the ingredients. We know which garlic to use and stuff like that. So it makes it better.
Awesome. I don't know if you know, but my dad is a chef, right? And I'm one of 5 and I'm the only girl and I'm the only one who doesn't know how to cook. The 4 of the boys, I get what she's saying, because I would go to any of their homes and they're like, there's no recipe. They just know what goes where and how to put things together. And anytime I would ask my dad, that was awesome. Can you tell me the recipe? He's like, what recipe, child? There's no recipe for this. And he's Italian.
But you know how they always say Italians stuck with your hands, just because we're always putting it in the food.
And he is Italian. His family's from Capri. And so I'm like, but how much of this? He's like this. And I'm like, what like that?
That's awesome.
It's true. It's funny. It's true.
So Allison, what's your favorite dish that you make that makes you unique, the one that people always keeps coming back for?
Oh, well, all our Zumba girls keep coming back for our chocolate chip cookies. So you've heard through there, because they're always saying to me, your cookies. So sometimes I do bring them to them as a little surprise, just because they're my biggest fans with that. They are just everything cookies. And you know what? It got me, those little chocolate chip cookies got me a lot of talked in the town. So for me, it's been such it's crazy too. It's just, a couple of ingredients and it makes it such a big difference. And the taste is fabulous that people are just reviewing about it on Google now. So it's nice.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
So I'm going to ask you, right? So as an entrepreneur, a mom, a wife, a business owner, because that has its own little craziness, right? How are you managing to juggle it all?
On a thin line. I got one foot off that ledge. No, you know what? You just take it day by day. Every day is different, and every day is, the kids don't give you a perfect example, a day of, knowing what they're going to do. Normally she would be in her room sleeping by now, but we decided to do it. So every day is a different, obstacle. But one door closes, God always closes one door. You have to kick the other one open. So I always say that. I have to always say that. So, there's always going to be obstacles with anything, business, life, family, everything. Just keep going with the flow and never let anything tear you down. My mom always says, God put eyes in the front of your head so you look forward, never back.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I love that. I truly love that.
So she's such a good,
wise woman.
My mom is such a wise woman, I have to say. She gives me a lot. She showed me a lot, so taught me very well.
Awesome. What an amazing takeaway, which is, there's always going to be an obstacle, and that is so true. Life goes on, and, every day is it's a new adventure.
Sure.
So, once one door closes, the new one opens. So
she didn't say that. That's why I laugh.
You have to kick it open.
You got to kick it open.
Even better. Yes.
I love that.
Yeah, it's true.
Exactly, right? Some of us get stifled when things get heavy, like when we get obstacles, challenges, no's after no's after no's. I love the distinction of kicking the door. Don't wait for the door to open.
Don't wait for it to open.
I like it
yourself.
And your eyes are on the front of your face. Did you know why?
You don't look back.
Always look forward. Never
Always look forward. Allison, what a pleasure. Thank you so much for carving time for us.
Anytime.
Takeaways. How do people get in touch with you? What's your Insta?
Insta AM_eats and sweets with the AND. Normally on my email just the N, but Instagram likes to stifle you a little bit, so you have to write the whole thing, which is fine. So we have that. And I actually just started a website. So that'll be up on my Instagram soon, hopefully by the end of the week to this week, and we'll have it all set up, pictures, post, reviews, everything. So
awesome.
But thank you for thank you for letting me take.
Absolutely. It's all in the family.
She's gonna be the next one to run the catering.
Hopefully one day.
So this is legacy work. It's generational, mom to daughter, daughter to daughter. Like it is generational, which brings us to the last question for today.
Yes.
It is such an amazing when we see reality, because all the time we're trying to, like, especially social media, put the best that we can. So I love that this is happening, because this is real. This is what we go through, so with everything that you're doing, which is like we were just talking about, being a mom, being a business owner, being a wife, being a daughter, being a mom, everything. How do you manage, or actually my question is more of, how are you looking to leave that legacy to your next generation so they know that it is possible to get it done?
When my kids see what I go through before I do the events and the stress, and I teach them all the time, I'm stressed, yes, but it's such a good stress, and never let anything that you think is too difficult get in your way. Always know where there's a will, there's a way. Yes. So I don't know if anybody knows, I age myself with that. There's a will, there's a way. My grandmother used to tell us that. So we always try to push that in life too, and just say, whatever you do, just try to be the best at it and enjoy yourself and not be your worst critic. Because sometimes we get to ourselves, and I do it all the time.
So just, I have to.
Okay, go girl. I know what's on your lips. Go.
At the end of the day, I know that Italians that, like you said, put in a little bit of this and a little bit of that. But if you want to live these recipes, have you thought about maybe creating a book with living all your recipes, and how are you able to do life, and just writing a book for yourself with all these goodies and the cookies?
Well, I've lived a nice life. Let me tell you, I could add stories to everything probably, and it would be a good read. But eventually, hopefully, every baker and chef would love to have a book and show everybody the recipes. My mom actually has a book of her recipes. It's probably this thick.
Yep.
And it's the messiest book, but we all know this book, and we know what exactly is in it and how it goes. So I definitely have a book available if I wanted to, but eventually, right now I'm venturing into weddings and stuff too. I have a friend who put me into another friend. So hopefully we'll be venturing out into some more big catering events. And then we can always have a lot more pictures for that.
There you go. So teaching by example is the takeaway I heard. Teaching the next generation by example, leaving legacy like mom's recipe book. I think that's awesome. And and we are in the tech world, right? So mom's scanning those recipes and making them digitalized for all the family to enjoy. Beautiful, beautiful gift, right? Beautiful gift.
Yes, such a beautiful gift.
There's so many different ways that we can create to help you get that done. But honestly, Allison, like, what a pleasure. Like, what a pleasure. I've had the privilege of tasting what you create and seeing you create magic for different things, and it's absolutely beautiful. I mean, down to the detail. Like, I saw the little pops I didn't even get to taste one because everybody jumped on them. And when I went out there to get the cookie, I was like, what happened?
Yes, or like your the Impact Sisterhood cheese.
Yeah.
Yes,
amazing, beautiful.
That was so much fun to do.
Well done.
So much fun.
Yes,
thank you.
Down to those details is what makes the difference.
I think that's the niche, right? That you personalize it to your customer.
Correct. That's the best way to say it.
Yeah, you personalize it to your customer, which in today's market, unfortunately, it's the mass production. Right?
Exactly.
It's the opposite. So I really love it. I think that you have a successful journey ahead of you. Get ready to take off, and then you're going to need a lot of hands.
Yes. I hope in the future there'll be a lot of those. So
yes,
absolutely.
Allison, thank you again. So I'm Dr. J for Clarity Talks. Allison, pleasure. Allie, any closing remarks?
No, just Allison, you have to create that book, because our next generation not only is amazing to read about our legacy, but to actually put that taste back of memories on how grandma used to make those cookies.
And it's so true.
All of that, it will definitely bring you back to those memories, which is the legacy that we always want to leave behind. So definitely got to talk to you about how
we'll be in touch, girl. We'll be talking.
All right, my love. Thanks again for being with us.
Thank you so much, ladies. Have a blessed day.
Until next time, Clarity Talks.
Yes, where we crack the code of some of the most successful people in our community who are getting it done through entrepreneurship, or like Allison, right? The business that just keeps on giving from Nona. And we're just going to keep on learning all those wonderful recipes. Bye, guys. I am.
Bye, love.
All right. We'll
have a great day. Bye.
Bye.